Okay, so we're studying a little bit more difficult problem than yesterday for our systems of second degree equations. We're going to solve this graphically. So we're going to put a graph up and see if we get some intersection points, and we'll also solve it algebraically. We'll compare the answers, kind of see how close we get on our graph. All right? What shape is that?
No, it's a square.
A square?
Yes.
No. Think about it. What did I tell you yesterday about these numbers? Yeah, it's an ellipse. Okay. See the numbers in front?
Yep.
That makes it not a circle.
If it was a circle, how would it make?
The same
Okay,
number.
y squared.
What if they were the same number, like 9x squared plus 9y?
So if I want to rewrite this in the form that we need to graph it, how do I get rid of these? This to make, I got to make this a 1, right? How do I make that a 1? Somebody said it.
Yep.
Right? So if you divide by 225, you get equals 1. What's 225 divided by 9? Come on, seriously? You're so slow.
25, I don't think. 25.
Yeah. And that means this one is 9. Okay. So that is our graphing format, right? Here's the other equation. Where is it? What shape is that? You can say it. It's a circle.
I did it.
Okay, but what do I do with this right here? Okay, if you run into a circle, obviously these are alone, so we know it's a circle, but this means we need to complete the square. That's something I didn't show you. Okay, but do you remember how to complete the square? Right, so for this right here, how do I, right, exactly. So b is -2, divided by 2 is 1, squared is 1, and we also have to add 1 over here to keep things balanced. All right, so I end up with actually something that's kind of pretty. Does that look a little more familiar?
Mm-hmm. So back with that ellipse equation,
Mm-hmm.
if they're both, like, if there's 9x squared and then 9y squared.
Say what?
There was 9x squared and 9y squared.
What about it?
Wouldn't that still be an ellipse?
No, it would be a circle.
Because if they're different, then they're the same.
Yeah, it'd be a circle because these would be the same, which means your A and your B are the same. It's the radius of a circle. All right, so let's graph this ellipse. What is the value of A? What's the major axis, first of all?
X.
Yeah, we're going to be horizontal, right? Because this is bigger. So we're on the x-axis for major. What's the value of A then? Yeah, square root of 25 is 5. And the value of b is 3. What's the center? Yeah, 0, 0. Because there are no numbers paired up here, right?
Yeah.
Like this circle is negative 1 with the y, or sorry, 1 with the y. So we got nothing. Okay, so there's our center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And make your best attempt at a smooth ellipse. Wow, it's actually pretty good. You got yourself an ellipse. Right? Okay, circle center. Somebody said it. 0, 1. Radius. All right, you guys are still writing. I will let you catch up. What's the radius of that circle? Okay, this is r squared. So the radius is 4. Yep. All right, so 0, 1. Correct?
Yes.
Radius of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We know one of our intersections. Huh, that's dumb.
What?
I goofed that up. That should be a y. Sorry. Okay, we're good. If I had a 2x there, I should have completed the square with the x, but I didn't. So, but we're fine. Is it every day that I do something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Last time that happened, people didn't fix it. That should be a y. Okay. All right, so what are our points of intersection? 0, -3. Right? That's for sure. What about these two?
Well, it looks like.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Ben. Yeah.
Center, would you put 0 point?
There's no value with the x. So it would be x minus 0 squared.
Isn't it like always the 1 in front of the x?
Yeah, in front of the x, but we go with the number that's subtracted from the x. There's nothing there. Kind of like what's in your wallet.
I don't really know.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Just trying to impress the ladies now.
I have a detail card.
4, 1-ish, right? And this one would be, in reality, these should match. The y value should match. So we know our graph is not quite accurate. It's going to be 1 point something. We just don't know what it is. Okay.
Is
So
that just looking at it and guessing?
yeah, that's just taking a look at the graph. To get exact answers, we have to do this algebraically. What?
Is there some way to put that on a calculator?
There may or may not be some way to do this in the calculator.
Like-
I have no comment on the matter.
I think you know, you still want.
I know exactly how to do it in the calculator. Yeah. It's kind of tedious, to be honest, because you have to solve each of those for y equals. And then throw them in the calculator with a plus and a minus. You have 4 equations you put in. Yeah. It's in your book, actually. If you really want to know, the process is in your book. It's example 2. Okay. Mathematical purists don't like calculators. It just kind of gives me a gut ache. Are you good with this graphing? Yeah, all right, you guys are off the wall. So am I. Okay, if I want to solve this system algebraically. Okay. Those are the equations, correct? I'm going off memory there, so. How am I going to solve that algebraically? Any ideas? We talked about it yesterday with the linear equation. Can you implement that thinking into this? What?
What'd you ask?
How are we going to solve this system of equations algebraically? What did we do yesterday? Or what were you going to say? Go ahead.
Can you say like convert one of those equations to match the other and then subtract field?
Okay, that's very.
Yeah.
You might be right. Can you be a little more precise in your explanation?
I don't know like the terminology.
Substitution.
Okay.
I think that's
How would you execute that, Obed?
How would I execute that?
How would you execute it with a gun? Thank you for that. That's how Utah executes people on death row, if they so choose.
Do they really?
Firing squad is still an
Does
option.
that mean they choose either one, right?
Yeah.
You want one. You know that?
So you want to choose this one to substitute in. All right, so I have to manipulate this to get x equals, so I can put it in here. All right, so x squared equals 16 minus y minus 1 squared. Right? Good with that? Now I'm going to insert that in there. And so I get, so if I put 9, 16 minus y minus 1 squared plus 25 y squared equals 220.
That's also squared. The 16. The x and the
Do you think this should be squared?
whole thing.
No.
There should be a 2 outside. There should be a square outside.
Why?
No, you don't. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
explain.
this
You
is
give
squared,
me a
right?
square.
Yeah.
But this is squared too. This is a direct substitution. See how this is x squared and so is this? That means I'm just putting this in there.
Oh. Okay.
I don't have to square it because it's already done. Thank God for that, because that would be nasty. Caleb.
But would it be easier to, since they're all like perfect squares, if you would square root of everything, and then you just have the x and y?
Why can't I square root this? Caleb wants to kill a puppy dog and it's making me mad. That right there, thank you, does not allow me to square root everything. I cannot square root if there's an addition sign in here. Algebra atrocity, you just killed a puppy dog. Congratulations, you're the world's most hated person.
No, I don't think I'm quite that.
All right, so
Yeah,
distribute.
still.
What's 9 times 16? Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Wow, yeah, that was pretty astounding.
That is astounding. That's simple. Yeah.
Y'all know how you do that fast?
Yes, 9 by 10, 90, 9 by 6, 54, you add them 1.1.
That's one way.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
Okay, here's 9 times 10, 90. 9 times 6 is 54. Add.
That's
What
what I
you
said.
just said.
Yeah, I was just affirming that.
Oh, I thought you said, the way you said, you're like, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, then you're gonna do
What's
another
the
way.
other way?
Here's the other way. What's 10 times 16?
72.
And then you subtract nine.
Oh, I'm fixing
And then subtract
So that-
16.
that's hard.
144, because I can math.
Yeah, but you have to, like, overall-
So yeah, 10 times 16 and then subtract a 16 to make 9 of them. So a couple ways, right? What do we need to do next? Okay, you can subtract that over if you want, right? Somebody said that. Good. You have to FOIL that out.
Can you distribute the 9-dimensional?
No,
No.
this is its own little world. It's a gel cell. You have to do this first, exponents, right? Are we in order of operations here?
Absolutely.
Exponents first.
81.
Okay, so 9y squared minus 2x plus 1. And then you can write
Okay.
81.
Get out. You belong in
Okay.
math.
You get that? You still with me? These are long problems. Not super difficult, but they're long. Okay, what next? What are you thinking? Just shout it out. You look at that, what can you do?
Distribute them down.
Yay, hippity hoppity property.
Yeah.
Where did the X come
That X? Thin air. No, I'm serious. It came out of thin air because it should be a Y.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you say it?
No.
I do that all the time. X is like my little baby. I just want to hang out with it all the time. Okay. We're going to finish this and it's going to be right. I promise you. I'm going to make all the mistakes I can just to see if you guys are paying attention.
In the future,
Hey, this ain't no country club.
I don't know what that
Be down.
is.
Okay, can I combine like terms now, right?
Yes.
Y squareds? What do I get?
You were left with 16.
And I always want my quadratics to equal 0, right?
Yes, you do.
So subtract your 81.
90.
Okay. Oh, no. Yuck. You think that's factorable?
Yes.
It is, but.
Can you pull out a quick check yet?
One thing I'll agree with you. You can just,
You see it?
I don't know if it is. Because you can't pull out an 8 or a 4, you can pull out a 2.
Pull out 6.
How many times is 6
Nope.
16, Caleb?
Pull out 2.
16 divided by 6 is not a 3.
Dude. How's it feel?
wow!
Your
Who
arm
are
is
you?
smaller.
I don't even know.
Okay,
well, you can do good, 6.
How many times is 6 on 16?
Oh, yeah.
I am going to use the quadratic formula. Okay, so when in doubt, the quadratic formula always works. And it generally is faster than trying to factor some of those nasty ones if they are in fact factorable, which that one is not. Okay, what's 18 squared minus 4 times 16 minus 9 times negative 90?
Oh, Ben, what is it? You're so smart.
I forget 18 squared. 324?
What's the other? I factorized it.
You factored it?
Yes. Got it. 16y minus 30 and y plus 3.
16y minus 30,
Yes.
y plus 3.
Yes.
Let's check it.
Ooh.
Oh, right, exactly like how you said it.
Whoa, it worked.
You just gotta slip and slide.
All right, so
Think
You
about
just
that.
got.
it's factorable. I just chose not to try. So
Get right, mate.
y is negative 3, and what's that one give us? 30 over 16, 15 over 8. Okay, so we're going to go with that in lieu of Obed being slow on the calculator, so we don't have to finish the quadratic formula. Yeah, I know. Trust me. You're slow.
Okay, Mark.
Marvin the Martian.
Is it Marvin?
Get it right.
I didn't know if it was Marvin. Sorry.
Do you want me to finish this? Are you okay with it? It's these answers, right? How do I find my x's?
Just plug it back in.
Which one do you want to use?
Negative 3.
The top one.
The ellipse or the circle?
Ellipse.
Okay, if y is negative 3, which one? Okay, never mind. I'll go with one of the options that you chose.
But I had to expand from 16, so 15, x equals 0.
Okay, so here's 1 point, right? And then what the other one was 15 over 8? Ugh. What's 15 over 8 minus 8 over 8 is 7 over 8. We do like fractions, so we're going to do fractions. Fractions are a thing.
No.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Can you write that as a fraction with 64 in it? I'm going to subtract these two, so I want a common denominator. What's 16 times 64?
A really big number.
Anybody?
I understand the question. Why is y negative 3 x 5?
What?
We found it over here where it's negative 3 and
Because the equation is y minus 1.
This is the y. So y is negative 3,
Look at the
right?
equation.
So I plug it in as y to the circle equation. Y is also 15 over 8, so I plug it in again to the same equation.
So I go back to get the values. That's not
David hates me right now.
I think Dave
Do you get it?
Go to sleep.
Hey, we found y equals.
What's 16 times 64? You're holding this up.
700.
1024 over 64. Awesome.
Okay. Now I'm going to subtract, right? X squared is. Why do I keep doing that? I hope nobody ever watches this YouTube video except you guys. He's the worst math teacher in the world. Shut up.
Have you had a worse student than Micah ever?
I just kind
Yeah, no.
That's going to take me a long time to think about that one, because it might take me a while to get to that person that's worse than Micah. Is 975 correct? All right, so X can be the root of 975 over 8. What's this? That's just a decimal, isn't it? All right.
Okay. You wanna look?
What?
For 900.
We could go all sorts of ways with that, but I am going to leave it. There's your point, 2 points, and your 1 point.
What's 19? Did you get 19?
2 point something,
375.
2.375. So our graph was a little bit off. Yeah, this is 2.375. We go back to the graph. The graph should intersect up here. See how far off those are? The ellipse obviously arcs up a little bit more than I drew it. So, when in need of accuracy, you want to go algebra on it.
Wait, can you scroll down?
Maybe not as long over.
Oh, next page.
Yeah, they're long problems. I'm not going to pull the wool over your eyes, but they're doable. Basically, these bring in a lot of stuff that you know. Systems of equations and quadratics and conic section shapes. Smash it all together. Okay.
Oh.
Any
Oh,
questions?
that's the Y value. It's a 15 out of 19, right? My future me.
This is a 15.
Yeah, that was the one that was confusing. You're good.
I'm good.
It just looked like a nice. Yeah, I thought it was a nice one. So that's pretty.
Hold on. This is 2.375?
No, that's 31.224.
Did we?
15 over 8.
That can't be right.
What? Well, that would be a weird line.
That something's wrong here.
No, I thought it was a 19. 15 over 8 is 1.875.
It's 33 over 8.
Oh, you are totally screwing me up there, Obed.
You know you have an eraser.
Yeah, I do. This is an AP exam right now, and if you just cross it out, they won't grade it.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just gonna write.
You don't want to erase, it wastes time. You just scratch it out, they won't even look at it.
15 over 8 is 1.872.
Your teachers haven't taught you that yet?
Nope.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
And then I drew a rainbow at the end of one test instead of more
KMS crossed it out. They can't grade it. It's like another cute thing I want.
Do you guys see where I screwed up anywhere?
I cannot.
Do you see where you did?
No.
Probably where you found
Because I probably have blinders on.
You probably screwed up somewhere. Just
I know that, obviously.
49 minus 1,024.
Are we sure that Paul back is right?
I don't know.
That's too good.
Imagine this. A 49 minus 1,024 is 970.
It's 1,024 minus 49.
That's what I said. It's not 970.
What is it then?
His estimate.
Yeah, I know. trying to get him to justify his thinking. This is what I get.
Can you reduce it? Would that make things easier? Right, future me.
Okay, I'm done. Back with it.
No.
That answer's screwy, so don't use it.